Number 4 tip on catching squid is baits. Now, there's so many squid jigs on the market, so many different colours, sometimes you can get a little bit confused. So basically the two main techniques used to catch squid are artificial jigs and silver whiting or pilchards on the Kakuban spikes, suspended below a float. You will find generally you'll catch the biggest squid on the real bait, being the silver whiting or the pilchard. And you'll find you'll catch the smaller size kilo, 1.2 kilo, 1.5 kilo squid on the artificial jigs. I really think the reason being is that generally a silver whiting is yay big and the biggest squid like big baits. So always keep that in mind when targeting squid. If you want to target small squid, use small jigs. If you want to target big squid, use big jigs or big silver whiting. Our number 5 tip is tides. Tides are very important when squid fishing because you don't want the current to be moving your boat too quick, otherwise it's hard to keep your jigs down near the bottom, as I spoke about before. So either an hour and a half to 2 hours either side of slack water being where the water isn't flowing at all, there's no tide movement. So an hour to 2 hours either side of that is the prime time to catch squid. Generally at slack tide it's best to anchor up and burley to bring the squid to you, because you're not actually covering ground, because your boat's come to a standstill because the water's not flowing. So always keep that in mind. Tides 1 to 2 hours either side is prime time for squid. Well, step number 6 is wind. Ideally, a fisherman's dream is a day with no wind, but as Australians we know that isn't always the case, so we have to work with it. Days of light winds are the best, preferably wind and tide going in opposite directions, so it doesn't create a very fast drift. You've got wind going one way, tide going the other, they clash, makes for a very slow drift when you're fishing in a boat. Land-based it isn't such a big problem. If you are land-based, always try and have the wind in your back so you can get further casting distance off a platform. Well, finally, number 7 golden steps in catching squid is location, location, location. Ideally depths ranging from 2.5 up to 6 meters. You always look for broken ground. Now broken ground can be either sand and weed mixed in together, rock and shale, coral, the whole lot. That's broken ground, and that's where the squid hunt and stalk their prey. So it's very important to make sure you get the location right. There's no good just saying we're going squid fishing and go and pull up on a sandy bank and start fishing for squid. You need some sort of combination of weed, rock or sand. That creates a broken ground, the squid swim through there, hunt their prey. It's that easy. So always keep in mind location when you go squid fishing.